Hello everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to my Beautiful Nights channel. For this tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to make a really neat bracelet using materials from Potomac Beads Best Bead Box XL. In case you didn't get the subscription, I will leave a link for the subscription down there below the video in the description bar. Now let's say you couldn't get a hold of the subscription because it's sold out, which happens a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave links to all of the materials I'm using here to make this bracelet down there below in the description bar, and this way you guys can pick out the colors you want, and you can buy a bunch of different colors and make several bracelets instead of just making one, because you will only have enough materials to make one bracelet if you got the box. So yeah, check down there and you'll see links to all of the beads that I'm using here. Now, by the way, this did work out for me really well, because I'm only using one thing from my bead stash to make the bracelet, and that's thread. That's it. Everything else is from the box. So here's a list of materials you will need to make a bracelet. You will need to cut 5 feet of 8-pound fireline. You will also need a size 10 beading needle, 24 Czech Cali beads, 13 6mm 2-hole cabochon beads, 44 4mm Czech fire polish beads, 22 3x5mm Czech rondelle beads. Now, for a bead alternative for these beads here, you can use 3mm beads in place of them, because they are 3x5mm from hole to hole. They are 3mm, so you do have a few alternatives you can do with these beads here, and they don't have to be rondelle shaped. They can be round and even bicone. You're also going to need 8/0 seed beads and 11/0 seed beads, and a clasp. I'm using the clasp that came in the box, and split rings or jump rings to go on your clasp, and I put the tassel that came in the box on here, and I also put a little bead dangle there. So that's totally optional. You don't have to do that. So again, this is a list of materials, and I will have links for all of these beads down there below the video in the description bar. So let's get started. It's going to be a fun and easy bracelet. So I went ahead and I put my thread onto my needle, and I'm going to start by picking up my cabochon bead. Okay, I'm going to slide it down, and I'm going to be leaving an 8-inch tail, so I'm going to go like this first. I'll slide it down and then take the needle and go up through the other side in my bead. Okay, bring the tail through, and I'm going to find 8 inches here on my ruler, and no way do I have it at 8 inches. Oh my gosh, it is so weird how sometimes things just work out perfectly. Okay, I'm going to tie a surgeon's knot, so I'm going to go over and under, pull my thread through the loop, bring that down, go over and under twice, and bring this knot down, pull it tight. Okay, just like that. You can see my knot there. So now I'm going to move that away. I don't need it anymore. And I have to take my needle, and I'm going to go through my cabochon bead like this. And then I'm going to pick up 2 seed beads, which seems really weird, but the reason why I have to do this is for my clasp later on. So picking up 2, I'm going to go down through the bead like this. Okay, so when you pull the thread through the beads, they should sit just like this, and you might have to straighten them out, but that's what it should look like. This is for when we go to do our clasp later on. That's why it looks like this. Okay, alright, so now I'm going to be picking up more beads, and I think what I'm going to do is sprinkle my seed beads in here so I don't have to pick them up on the side. And I'm going to pick up with my needle 2 seed beads, my Cali bead. Now there's 3 holes in this Cali bead, in case you didn't know, and you want to go through the side hole. So pick it up through the side hole. Okay, and then pick up 2 seed beads, and now the cabochon bead, but it's very important that you pick it up in the correct direction. So that's why I laid my beads down here. So laying my bead here, I'm actually in the bottom of the hole, so I'm gonna go through the bead like this. So I'll show you. I'm going through the bottom hole, okay, and then pick up 2 seed beads again, Okay, and then your Cali bead, like this. Slide your beads down, 2 seed beads again, through the cabochon bead again, go through the bottom hole, 2 seed beads again, and then through your Cali bead. And there is like, because of these beads I'm using, how they're two-tone, I do like one side more than the other, so I am picky and weird like that, and I will pick up the side that I like more. Okay, so I actually like the cream side more than the blue side, so that's going to be the top of my bracelet. It will look like that. And slide my beads down, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And these here will be flipped in this direction, and the cabochon beads are going to be the center of the bracelet. So I'm going to keep going, picking up my beads, and I will fast forward through this because it's very simple. And I'll show you what to do next. I kept going, and I'm all the way down here, and because I'm right-handed I have to turn my bracelet around. And what I'm going to do now is pick up 2 seed beads, and I want 2 that are thick, very thick, so I can, because I have to attach my clasp to these. And I'm going to take my needle, and I'm going to pass down through this cabochon bead, hold it between my fingers, and pull my tail through. Go like this, pull it tight, so that I have no tail sticking out. And I'm laying this down, and I need to make sure that all my cabochons are laying face up, dome side up. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is pick up 2 seed beads, and then my Cali bead, and 2 seed beads, and then I'm going to go through my next cabochon bead. Okay, and I do try to keep this laying down flat as I do this, so like hold it in place, pull the tail through, and you'll have what looks like this. Okay, I'm going to keep going, pick up 2 seed beads, and then your cabochon, not cabochon, Cali bead. I like the cream side more, so I'm going to have that face up. And then 2 seed beads, and I'll flip that up out of the way. Coming out of here, I'm going to go through the next cab again. You do want to leave your bracelet staying down so that it's not flopping all over the place, and so you can see what's going on better. Okay, so I have that, and I'm going to do it again. I'll flip this up out of my way, pick up 2 seed beads, a Cali bead, and I am going through the side hole still. I'm not going through the center. 2 seed beads, and then through the next cab. Okay, and I'm going to keep doing this, going all the way down the bracelet, filling in this side, and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so I'm putting the last 2 seed beads, Cali bead, 2 seed beads on. In this row here, I'm going to go through the cabochon bead. Okay, get my tail out of the way, and I'm going to pull this tight because I do not want to see any thread. Okay, and I'm going to lay this back down, and we are going to get ready to pick up the rest of our beads. Alright, so now we have to turn a corner and go down the side. So I'm coming out of the cabochon bead right there, making sure I have this tight. I'm going to take my needle, and I'm going to go through these 2 seed beads here on the edge. Move my tail around here. I'm going to sew through these 2. Okay. So pull all this through. My tail's gonna get caught in the other one, yes? Yep, there it goes. Pull that tail out. Okay, I'm just gonna go like this, make sure it's all pulled tight, and then I have to pick up 8 11/0 seed beads. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Double check. Yep, okay. And then I have to go through the middle hole now on the Cali beads. So pay close attention that you're using that middle hole. And also, I should have mentioned to make sure that all your holes are cleared in your Cali beads. I actually had 2 Cali beads that were defective. They did not have a middle hole at all. And I designed this bracelet when I was designing it. I made it twice and ended up realizing that I had 2 defective beads. So I had to take it apart twice. And yeah, I was being a stupid girl. So anyways, this is what it looks like right now. Just picked up 8 seed beads. And now I'm going to lay my bracelet down. And you know what? Maybe I don't have to lay it down. I can hold it, I guess. I think I'll just hold it upside down so I can weave in this direction. Yeah, I'll do that. So I'm going to hold it like this, coming out of the center bead. I'm going to pick up a 4mm and an 8/0 seed bead and a 4mm. Like this, and then I'm gonna go through the middle bead, the middle hole on the next Cali bead. Just like that, pull it through, and do it again. And I repeat this all the way down the side of the bracelet. Okay? So a 4mm, an 8/0 seed bead, 4mm through the next Cali. Like that. 4, 8, 4 through the next Cali. Like that. And I'm going to do this all the way down the entire length to the end, and I'll come back and show you what to do next. It's very simple. This is a very easy bracelet to make, and it's really cute. Okay, I'm putting in my last row of beads here. This is what it looks like so far. The colors are really pretty together. Okay, down here I have to copy this side, so again I'm going to pick up 8 11/0 seed beads and go through those top 2. But this time we're coming out the side. I'm not counting at all. How many did I just pick up? 4, and that's 5. That's 9. Okay. So 8 seed beads, and I'm going to go through these 2 seed beads here on the end. Okay. So turn it over like this. And now I have to pick up the 4s and the 8s on this side. So I'm going to flip it over this way. My bracelet's upside down. And well, actually I have to do this end here. And then I'm going to pick those beads up. So again, 8 seed beads, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Double check. Yep, okay. I'm going to go through the middle bead again. Make sure you pull it tight because we're going around the corner, so I'm going to lay mine flat and then pull it tight just to make sure that it's not loose, okay? And then I'm going to keep going doing this weave with the 4s and the 8s. Boy, that bead is running away. Right here I am. I'm going to go through the middle hole again. And I'm just going to continue the stitch on this side. Okay, I picked up my last 3 beads for this row, and I'm going to go through the Cali bead like this, and then I have to pick up 8 seed beads. 4, 5, is it 6, 7, 8. Double check because they like to hop on. I got 10. Yeah, I don't know how I did that. See, that's why we double check. Okay, there's 8 seed beads. Then I'm going to go through these here, going through the 2 in the top. I might add my clasp here. Let's see. Okay, this is what it looks like so far. The color is so pretty. It's very pretty. Okay, my tail's over here. So if I add my loop here, I'm going to work back down this side, doing this side. Then I can add my loop here. Then I work back down this side, and that's the end. That's where I stop. So I think that I will add my closure here. And I think I'm going to do my T-bar because that's going to be less annoying. That there is long and going to be aggravating to work with. So I'm going to pick up 7 seed beads. 3, 4, 5, 6, and is that 7? It's 8. Okay, so 7, and then my closure. Slide it down, pulling it tight. I'm going to go through these 2 beads here in the middle. You know, the ones we added at the very beginning that are attached to the cabochon bead. I'll turn it this way. Yes, okay. Pulling this through. Before I pull this down though, I'm going to grab this tail, pull that tight, and then pull my loop down. Okay, so there's my closure. Okay, I want to make sure you guys are seeing this really good. So I attached my loop on to the 2 seed beads right there, okay? I'm pulling this tight, and I'm going to reinforce this, so I'm going to pass back through all of these beads here. Now the thing is I don't want to just leave this loop attached to those 2 seed beads because that's not very strong. I need actually for it to be attached going up through this side wall, going around like this, like a rainbow. If that makes any sense to you. So I will do that, but I have to do go through some obstacles to get there. So let's see. I'm going through here a second time. I'm going to go through these 2 seed beads again in the middle. And right there. Okay. Now when I reinforce a clasp, I like to reinforce it at least amount 3 times. So right now it's done twice, and I have to go on this side here and fill the side in. So I go through these, right, pick up my seed bead, I fill this side in, I do my closure here, and then I go back down this side, and then I go through this a 3rd time. So I could maybe do 4 paths through it to reinforce it, and what I would do is I think I would go it's a maze really. Go down all of these beads, turn around, go up through here, go through these 2, go down, turn around, go up through all of these, come back down, and go through there. I know that seems like a lot, but this here is always the weakest part of the bracelet, so I think that I will do it, okay? So I'm going to go through. So this actually will be reinforced 4 times, okay? I'm going to go through all 8 of these seed beads, going through the Cali bead. I've always liked to reinforce my things and make them really strong and durable. I know some people will just tie like a couple knots and cut the thread off. Not me. I love my stuff to be really strong because I would hate to give this away and it fall apart on somebody. I just feel so bad. Alright, I'm going to go through these beads now. Okay, and then I have to turn and go through the center 2. Just the center 2. Okay, and then go down the cab. Actually, while I'm going down the cab, I'm going to go through those 2 seed beads and through the Cali bead so I can save time. Alright, there we go, just like that. Pull that tight, then go up the middle hole and pass through as many seed beads as you can in one shot. Okay, I'm going to flip this and I'm going to go through those 2 there, and then I'm going to go straight up through these, and this is what's going to make it really strong because we're attached to the outer wall of the bracelet. We're not just going through those 2 in the center because 2 seed beads can break very easily. Okay, then I'm going to go through these here, and let's see, I'm going to go through all of these on the side except for the last one. Right there. Okay, got it. I hope you saw that. Okay, so reinforce that side really good. So we do have 3 thread paths there. And you know, sometimes if you only have like 2 thread paths going through the end, this here, your closure, will actually become loose and really weird. Your thread will get loose there and you'll see exposed thread sometimes. Okay, now I'm here and I have to pick up 1 seed bead. Okay, and I'm going to go through the last hole in my Cali bead. Like that. So you will have 2 side by side there. So you could see 1, 2, 3 holes in the Cali bead. Now I'm going to flip it this direction. The back side, get this, is that my tail? Where's my tail? Here's my tail. It's on the left side. Okay, I'm getting my tail out of the way, and we're going to fill in this outer wall. So to do that, I'm going to pick up an 8/0, an 11/0, my rondelle, an 11/0, and an 8/0. Just like this. Remember I told you guys that this here, this bead from hole to hole is a 3mm bead, so you could use any 3mm bead in place of it if you want to, in place of the rondelle. Okay, and then I'm going through the Cali, and there we go. And I'm going to do this between all of the Cali beads. 8/0, an 11/0, my rondelle, 11/0, 8/0, just like this through the next Cali. 8, 11, rondelle, 11, 8. Next Cali. 8, 11, rondelle, 11, 8 through the next Cali. And this really makes the bracelet even prettier. That's what we have so far, okay? So I'm going to keep going doing this all the way to the end, and I'll show you how to add the clasp on the end down there, okay? So keep going doing this stitch, and I'll be back. Okay, so here I am. I went down the whole side. That's the back. Here's the front. You can see the cream. See how I was really, you know, like paying attention to the Cali beads, and I wanted the cream on the top. You can really see a difference that this side is, because I did that, that this side is really creamy looking compared to the other side, which is more blue. Okay, so I have to pick up 1 seed bead. And then I'm going to skip over this seed bead, the one there, and I'm going to go up through the next, and I have to pass through, let's see, I think it's, I can't do them all in one shot, so I'll have to come back. So going through like this, and then I have to go through those center 2 that are connected to the cabochon bead. like that. Okay. Now this is the only time we're going to be able to reinforce this side. So I have to pick up my, you know what, I probably should have put that dangle on at the very end of this instead of doing it now, because it's probably going to be a pain in the butt. Picking up my 7 seed beads, sliding those down, picking up my toggle, which there is a front and back to this toggle, so this is the front or top of my bracelet, so I have to pass through my toggle this way, yep, in order for that to be right. Okay, so pulling my tail tight, I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to go through these 2 beads. And then I'm going to pass through, let's see, yeah, I'll do it the way I did the other end. So I'm going to go through this loop again. But this side, I think that I'm only going to be able to reinforce it 3 times. Yeah, my tail is getting short. And you know what? If my tail gets short, I can probably use my other tail to get me the rest of the way. I've done that before. Always figure a way out to fix things. Sometimes, it's rare, but sometimes there will be something that I can't fix. Okay, I'm going to go through these seed beads here, and I'm going to do what I did on the other side. I have to go around and have to go to that outer wall to reinforce this, okay? So I'm going to go down through all of these, out through the Cali. And I might fast forward through this because I already showed you guys how to do this in real time. Okay, now I'm on this side and I'm going through all these beads. I'm skipping on that last seed bead there because I'm on my last row. Gosh, I hope I have enough thread, but you know what? If I don't, I think I can fix it because I have my other tail that should be able to help me. If I can't, let's see. This is my last row. Yeah, I am going to run out of tail, but that's okay because I can use this tail to help me finish it out, and I can actually tie my knots on the side. So things were looking a little scary, but I got it figured out. Okay, so I'm over here and I have to pick up 1 seed bead. Remember, you gotta skip that last one there and go through this bead here. So when I did this the first time, when I designed this, I did not reinforce the ends because, well, I was really just trying to figure out the pattern. And so that there, reinforcing the ends and having to go around so much, used up several inches, so that's why my tail is shorter. I should have, when I was doing this, I should have had like a 9-inch tail left over, but like I said, I didn't reinforce the ends, so that's why this is happening to me. So I will change the thread on my instructions to 6 feet of thread so you guys don't have this problem, and I will make sure that I put that in when I film the material list. I'll put it in caption. Alright, I'm going to continue doing this pattern, but on this side I'm going to do 8-0, 11-0, my rondelle, 11, and 8. Just like this, and I'm going to go through the next Cali bead. And I think I'm only going to work like halfway through this bracelet, and then I'll go to my other tail and I'll get my tails to meet. That's what I'll do. And we'll tie knots. Okay? Just like that. So I'm going to keep doing this until I get to the middle of my bracelet. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here, take my needle, my thread off my needle. I'm going to, let's see, put my other thread on this needle. And I'm gonna show you guys how I'm going to fix my mistake. But you're going to be using, because I will tell you, or put a caption in that to use 6 feet instead of 5 at the beginning, and you won't have to finish your bracelet this way. You will actually be able to go all the way down here, and then go around to this side, tie knots on one side with one thread, and tie knots on the other side with the other thread. But I'm going to show you how to fix my mistake in case you ever have this problem yourself. I've done like this a few times. So let's see. I need to be exiting out of this hole, but I'm here, so if I go around, go this way and go that way, yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, I'm gonna go through the 2 seed beads and the Cali bead like this, and then I'm going to go through just the Cali bead, just the middle hole. Okay, make sure I don't catch anything, and then through the outer hole. That was easy. Look at that. Okay, and then I'm going to continue doing this weave, going in this direction. Okay, so I'm putting in my last row here, and I'm actually gonna go through the Cali bead and then through this last row that I put in. Okay, just like that. And also I think I'm gonna go through that Cali bead. Yes, like this. Okay, lay this down, pull this tight. I'm just gonna check and make sure I don't have any mistakes, and then we're going to finish this off. Alright, so if I just tied this off right here, this thread here would come out because it's loose. So what I have to do is take this thread and wrap it around my finger. I'm going to do it in my left finger like this. Okay, so pulling that tight, and then I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to go underneath here, make a loop, pass through the loop twice, I need to make sure that my loop falls where I need it to, right there, just like this. Okay, and then I'm going to pull this knot down, pull it in this direction, and then I'm going to pass through, I'll do 2 beads and tie another knot, and then pass through a few more beads and tie another knot, and I tie maybe 5-6 knots on the side, going through using up as much tail as I possibly can, and then I have to take my needle off, put it onto this thread, and do the same thing, tying knots going down this side, and then I'll be all done. But yeah, if you're doing this with 6 foot of thread, I wish that I had reinforced the end so I would have known that my thread would shrink if I had done that. But really, when I was just designing it, I was trying to just figure the pattern out, and I wasn't so much thinking about that. So, anyways, this turned out really cute. It's very pretty. I love it. And again, I paid attention that the cream side of the bead stayed on this side, so looking at this side, you can see how blue it is. But yeah, you can do whatever you like. I really love it. It's so gorgeous. This is it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Remember, I will have links to all of the beads that I used to make this bracelet down there in the description bar. Please like this video, leave me a comment, subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and make sure that you click the bell button so that you get notified whenever I upload new videos. And check me out on my social media sites. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Thanks for watching.